Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 6. I'm Black Shadow, and yes, I'm still really happy that we've now got the Falcon, and believe me folks, that really opens the game up now that we have access to the airship here. Could do some healing actually. Anyways, what I figured I'd do before we actually start going around the world and doing whatever, I figure I would actually show you the inside of the Falcon, because I haven't done it yet. You know, I'll give you the dime tour, so to speak. Sadly, this Falcon's not as expansive as, say, the Blackjack was. You know, I don't mind though. You got this guy up here who, yeah, gives the option to unequip party members, but well, the problems we've got are the ones we've currently got, so there you go. There isn't like one big room, if I remember correctly, where you find all the apartments. I think you find sort of, literally just sort of going around. Of course, you can still only you speak to one to edit weather, but yeah. So that you got this sort of little main area here where you'll find a lot of people. That little area up there, the top right, could have sworn you can find a couple people in there. Could have sworn, but well, don't quote me on it. You also come down here, you got that little engine room, which is a bit bigger than the one the Blackjack had, I suppose. I believe you can also find a party member or two down here, I think. But I can't really remember, folks, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, well, now that we do have the access to the Falcon, the world really does start to open up now. Ooh, sorry, folks. You know, the thing is, when we've been doing all this, you know, sort of trying to gather party members, the whole thing is that you can do this basically sort of almost any order you want. There's only a few that you sort of have to do in order to. I mean, by this point, you have to have Edgar and you have to have Setzer. Edgar to you know, get to where Setzer is, and Setzer to get hold of the airship. But like, you could have got to this point and not had access to Sabin, and of course, there's the whole everyone else who. You don't need to get hold of technically. Oh, I didn't give you the Doom Darts. My bad. You don't need to get hold of anyone else. You could, if you wanted to, just attack Kipper's tower. You'd be swiftly annihilated, but you could. Here, just have a quick check equipment. Gold line, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm really good with that. Although our equipment will be changing quite a lot in the foreseeable future. But anyways, before we start getting on the next bit I want to do, which is the Colosseum, that'll be a load of fun trying to explain. We've got a few bits and bobs we need to do first. We need to go on a worldwide shopping trip for starters. And we also need to come here at some point as well. Do I want to do this first, or do I want to do this before the Colosseum or after? I think I'll do this after the Colosseum. Yeah, I'll do it after the Colosseum. Alright, so the first place we need to head to, because I'll explain the Colosseum in a bit, but there's a few items I need to grab. The first thing we need to head back to, we need to head back to Zen here. And just trust me on this, folks. We've got most things we need, but there is a couple bits and bobs that I think I could do with getting. So yeah, so we need to go to Zen, to the weapon shop here. And if we head up here, if I've got it right, yes, this guy here sells fire knuckles, and he also sells poison claws actually. Now, generally you'd fine. However, for the purposes of the Colosseum, I am going to have a second fire knuckle, and I'm probably going to take 2 poison claws with me as well. And the reason for that is that at the Colosseum, and when you bet your items, I'm trying to remember what exactly I explained the last time I took the Colosseum, which was a few videos ago, I think. But when you bet the items, you will fight literally pretty much a random enemy as such. I mean, every item you you give, you will fight a set enemy to get the next item. It's just that the range of enemies you can fight is quite vast. I mean, there'll be enemies we've met, there'll be some enemies that we haven't met at all yet. There's a couple of enemies we won't find until like towards the end of the game, although it doesn't mean they're necessarily hard. Alright, so we've done that, so we now need to head to Miranda. I think we... Is it Miranda? No, we don't need to head to Miranda, we need to head to Kolingen. Of course, I've got the fun of trying to remember... Where the hell is Kolingen? Can't think of it off my head. It's not this one down here, is it? No, this is Albrook, isn't it? Yeah, this is Albrook. Where was Kolingen? Should have checked this up, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's Albrook. Here you've got the. I might just have to go into a few towns here just quickly to find where Kolingen was. I can't think off the top of my head where Kolingen was, folks. Oh, here's Miranda. Oh, we don't want to be here. Yeah, we don't want to be here. Oh, of course it's Miranda. Yeah, we will be heading to Miranda. That's sort of the next sort of storyline, I suppose, sort of place we need to go. There's the Opera House there. Although I'm not going to just yet. This is G-Door, I believe. I believe it's G-Door. And we got Zozo's there. Is Kolingen up here? I should remember. I mean, I've got like I have got my like sort of map actually of the world of Ruin. I've also got a map of the world of Balance. I was checking it earlier and I said no, Kolingen's there. There we go. Yeah, it was here. We got there in the end. But there is something else I need to get here, which I don't think I did. Where's the weapon shop? At least I don't think I did. So which one's the weapons man? This guy. Well, I need some dice. So I'll get one. I'll need to get dice, but there's something else I need, which I can't seem to find. That's very intriguing. Never mind. Anyway, we've still got a couple of things to do. I'll probably have a quick look off screen as to where to get the item I was looking for. I thought I could get it here, but well, apparently not. Get out of the way. Right, so now that we've, well, I've got dice at least, which I do need, we now need to, I want to head somewhere, no, well, you can head it really at any point. Do you remember, back at, was it South Figure, I think, where, they're saying that Duncan was still alive? Well, I say we go and try and find where Duncan is. And I believe I'm correct. If I remember correctly, I believe Duncan is in the middle of these trees, is it? I slightly forget. Yes, it is. Thought so. Now, you want to come here with Sabin, and there's a good reason for this, folks. The old Mount Colts, that was one. The old Mount Colts music. Duncan, you're alive! And no, he's not Bannon in disguise. Well, yeah, we thought you got murdered. We are glad. What the? Ah. Whoa, what are you doing up there, old man? Yeah, it'll take more than the apocalypse to kill him as well, won't it? It's time to complete your training. Yeah, you can come here if you want, but the idea is to come with Sabin, because you get this reasonably big cutscene. It's not that big. But there is an actual logical reason for wanting to do this. So they're busy fighting all around the house. The guys at the bottom, like Edgar and that, can't believe what on earth they're seeing. They think it's utter madness. Which it is. It is utter madness. Good God. What's going on? Good lord. Oh, it's the Bum Rush. That's a great name. Yeah. Give Kefka the boot. Yeah! That actually worked out quite nicely with Setzer on the right, Edgar on the left. That's kind of half cool, that. Yes, for doing that little scene finding Duncan, we have access to something very, very special. We have access to the Bum Rush. Now, this is, well, as you can tell from being blocked right, this is Sabin's probably one of his most powerful attacks in the game. It is absurdly powerful. Absolutely will just annihilate stuff. I mean, good god. I'll definitely show you that a little later, though. I won't be able to right now. That's just the way it sort of work out. But really, that is really nice. You want to get hold of that if you can. Right, so now we've done with Duncan now. We need... well, the idea now is I now want to go and head over to the Colosseum. And I will go through all this, and, you know, to get all the items I need, and of course, you know, recording, of course. However, I do need to find that one item I'm looking for the Trump Darts. I'm trying to find 2 sets of them for Kefka. Was I about to say Kefka? Setzer. Sorry, I'm shocked. I'm face-palming myself here. Wow. Looking for 2 sets of Trump Darts for Setzer. Yeah, that's the one. And then I'll head over into the Colosseum here. I'll just tell you we can get those basically. I could have sworn I could get Kolingan, or am I just being a bit daft? Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to do that off screen. So in the next video, we'll be here at the Colosseum with Trump Darts in hand. We hope. So I'll see you then.